So the first two trades that we ended up having during the market open trading session were on call options. Massive wins on those calls. For those of you who played the overall zone to buy calls, which was 665, 666, and 667 for a profit target of 669 and also 671, you would have absolutely had a phenomenal start to that morning trading session, as the levels that I disclosed in yesterday's video were literally towards the exact overall lows. SPY had a successful gap close reversal at 665 to a strong spike to 669. There was also successful break and retest in green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations towards that 666 to 667 zone. We ended up having six massive wins in a row. Then during the power hour trading session, there was one loss, going 6 for 7 on the day, which really pissed me off because we were one more win shy away from 7 wins. Then after that one loss, there was one more loss, going 6 for 8, which beats 6 for 7. We were so good that we just had to keep on trading because we realized, like, dude, we're not going to stop at 6-7. We're going to one up it, and we're going to finish the day at 6 for 8. So with that being said, we absolutely crushed it once again. Every single day this week, we started each day off with massive wins. Losing is a personal choice. Going green to red is a personal choice. With that being said, we're planning to start off this, we're planning to end this week here very, very strong within the green. I have a phenomenal game plan, plan for you. Let's get straight into the analysis. So towards the end of the video, I'm going to be going over the 6 massive wins that we ended up having in terms of the 2 L's during the power hour trading session. It does not matter because in terms of our overall system, when you're green enough to walk away, the most you risk is 25 to 50% of your gains. And if you ended up compounding the day's gains, you would have had over 6 massive wins. And on my first trade, which was a massive win, I ended up quintupling the position size, which means I ended up multiplying that win by 5xing the overall gains by adding 5 times. And then in terms of the L's after the 6 massive wins, they're very, very small L's because obviously, as we keep on trading, we scale down unless we're adding to winners and we do not add to losers. And when you're green enough to walk away, if you choose to keep on trading, the most risk is 25 to 50% of your overall gain. So as long as you're winning when you first start trading, the L's really don't matter. And if the wins are a lot bigger than the L's also don't matter. And the wins are a lot bigger than the L's, not just percentage wise, but also since we add to the wins and we don't add to the L's. And if you add to a win instead of profit stop, it's impossible to go green to red. So with that being said, let's get into the analysis. Towards then, I'll be going over the trades. In terms of the overall SPY, we are setting up for an opportunity for puts, which looks like it's going to be the first overall play. And we're also setting up for an opportunity for calls, which could be the first overall play as well if we hit the oversold level first. So there's 2 plays setting up. There's plays for puts and calls. So in terms of the market right now, you can see we closed at 66064. In terms of last night's levels, this was the buy zone. As you can see, our buy zone was right here, 665. This was the gap close reversal level. 666 was our previous level where we bought puts 3 times and fucking killed it. And then this was the higher end of the level, 667. And then in terms of the profit targets, you are well aware if you watch the overall analysis, 671 was the ringtone YOLO profit target. But in terms of where the market could have realistically dropped, which was the first profit target, which was right here at 669, you have a breakdown and retest level. This was a potential zone where SPY could drop, right? So anyways, game plan absolutely crushed it to a T. The SPY literally went from 665 to 669. Our first 2 trades were massive wins on calls. Then we ended up crushing it on puts. And then in terms of my first trade, I bought calls at the exact lows, literally towards the exact bottom right here at the exact lows. Added to the position 5 times. Like I said, we're going to be going over all the massive wins towards the end. But here's how we're setting up. Here's the overall game plan. It's going to be very short, simple, and sweet. So in terms of the overall SPY, this is what it looks like. It's giving these 2 patterns. So we kind of have this double top bearish overall pattern. So what I want you to do is I want you to focus on this. Look at the overall price action from October 14th up until today, right? So October 14th up until Friday. And I want you to compare that to these two patterns because this is what it looks like heading into tomorrow. We're going to be watching this. So in terms of these overall patterns, and this is what I want you to focus on, you know, and you can even see in terms of similarities of this overall pattern, you see how the SPY had this like V-shaped recovery and then it pushed higher. Then once it started to form this overall top, had a very, very nice drop, started to recover, right? See how the SPY had this nice V-shaped recovery, started to spike higher, and now it's dropping, selling off hard. So the point being is there's going to be an opportunity to be buying the dip at oversold levels, but there's also going to be an opportunity for puts if we hit that certain level, which I'm going to be getting into. But this is the main patterns that I'm seeing. It's going to be the following. So in terms of pattern and trend recognition, I want you to focus on, you know, like I said, October 14th up until Friday. And then these are the patterns we're going to be, you know, comparing to capture the overall trend. And then I'll be giving you levels after I show you these patterns. So I want you to focus on September 22nd up until September 26th. And I also want you to focus on October 8th up until October 10th. These are the similarities that I'm seeing. You see how you have this kind of like bearish double top right here and then market flushes, right? So, I mean, this looks very, man, in terms of identical, it looks a lot more like this one. Not as much as the September one, but still look at that one. Look at this. October 7th, take a look. You have this spike right here. You have this spike right here. You see how the spike in the way it's grinding up is similar. You see how the spike in the way it's grinding up is similar. Then it has this sharp crash. Then it has this sharp crash. Then it recovers for new highs, right? And then it recovers. This is the recovery, but this time it didn't get new highs. And if you look at the overall trend, the SPY is attempting to kind of flip bearish micro because it keeps on doing breakdown and retest. This level right here was a breakdown retest level. This was support that cracked, had a massive bull trap where we bought puts after selling the peak on calls on that swing trade here. We literally bought calls right here, swing traded it, sold calls for 100%. And then once the market went below 6.6, we ended up doing puts, absolutely crushing it. But anyways, this is a breakdown retest level where the market can sell off, which is why I said like the absolute highest profit target on calls is going to be 671 because this is like the most you can realistically get out of calls. So the market almost retested that right here. So it technically had a breakdown and retest. This was support right here at 671. This was the retest. Then it sold off again. And then you can see the market keeps forming lower highs, right? So this was your new breakdown and retest level right here at 669. Market sold off, pushed back up, forming the lower highs, had the breakdown, had the retest, sold off. So we now had two successful breakdown and retest on the overall SPY where it keeps on selling off. In terms of today, it topped at our first profit target for calls. There was two profit targets on calls. First one was 669. The second one was 671. Obviously, if we're buying calls in between 665 and 667 and price goes to 669, there's no way possible we would go green to red in that particular situation. If anything, we're not only adding to winners, but we're setting profit stops to ensure that we don't go green to red on trades that are spiking multiple points within our favor from our overall entries for massive percentage gains. But anyways, man, it ended up topping at the first profit target. We didn't hit the YOLO ringtone profit target. So the market right now is on this short-term micro bearish overall trend, and there will be opportunities for calls again, which I will be disclosing here shortly. But I really want you to focus on this because this is the overall pattern and trend that's repeating itself, right? Sharp spike, crash, recovery, crash, lower highs, breakdown, retest, sells off, flushes, right? And if you just look at this, it's literally identical. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear all this shit out, right? Let's get into this. So this is what we're looking at, man. This is going to be very simple, man. Tomorrow's going to be fucking crazy. You do not want to miss tomorrow. This is going to be one of the craziest days to have traded the entire week. Basically, tomorrow's price action is giving like it's going to be on how volatile and crazy it was on October 10th. It's going to be fucking amplified, man. So I'm telling you, tomorrow's going to be a day where we're going to finish this week so fucking strong in the green because you guys know with Farther Money Zero Day options, the big money to be made in that is not just adding to winners and having a lot of wins, but it's massive volatile days. And tomorrow is expected to be a massive volatile day. We're already gapping down 5 fucking points, man. Tomorrow's going to be fucking crazy, man. You know how traders are. They're all gonna be fucking pissed off because the weekend and they're not gonna be able to trade fucking options, right? So they're all gonna be fucking trading fucking SPY, and it's gonna be fucking insane with the levels that we're at and the volatility that we're experiencing right now. So it's giving in October 10th, right? So this is the overall pattern that I really want you to focus on heading into tomorrow. Looks just like this. It's the overall pattern you can see is literally the same exact pattern that's repeating itself. Is literally, if you just look at it, it literally looks fucking identical. If you just look at how I highlighted this right here, highlighted this right here, the way this uptrended, sold off, spiked back up to form lower highs, massive sell-off. Way this uptrended, sold off, spiked back higher, massive sell-off. So now what we need to get into is the levels for puts. So since we're having this massive gap down, we're going to be showing interest for a gap close reversal. The SPY just had a successful gap close reversal at 665, which was the best level for calls, one of the best levels for calls, where I told you to buy the dip, and it ended up going from 665 to 669 nearly, right? So you should have had a phenomenal win on calls using the gap close reversal trading strategy, because once the SPY closed the gap, there was a green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, and the next 30 minutes was very bullish, where this went from 667 all the way to 669. That would have been a phenomenal trading opportunity for you to scalp and take calls like we did inside of Team Roar. If you study the overall market trades, man, we absolutely fucking crushed it, man. G-Roar had 5 fucking wins, and I had 2 fucking wins. In total, we actually had 7 wins. I forgot about this power hour trade. We had a crazy power hour SPX YOLO the last 4 minutes where 6 25 puts were at 100 cents to fucking 450 cents. You could have made a 400% return in the span of 4 minutes on these SPX fucking puts. It's like, dude, we literally outperformed everyone who was buying and holding puts within the span of 4 minutes just by trading 0-day options during the power hour trading YOLO session, getting it at 100 cents and selling at 450, man. Making so much fucking trades. It's hard to keep track of all this shit. That's why it's all documented in real time for everyone to see nonstop 24 fucking 7 to print at the speed of fucking light. And to also decode if they want on demand when the market's closed to kind of decode what we're doing. But anyways, you can see right here, we had these calls. We had these calls right here, 671 calls, 41 cents. This went to 60 cents. Nice print there at the speed of light. And then calls again, 10:21 a.m., 670 SPY calls at 54 cents, went to 91 cents at the speed of light. 2 phenomenal wins. You could have made over 150% there. Then 11:42 a.m., we had these 660 puts at 57 cents at the speed of fucking light, sold for 113 cents, another 100% win. You ain't gonna find this many wins in this amount of consistency, in this amount of wins. It does not fucking exist, man. All we do is print money non-fucking stop. It's unlimited fucking print, unlimited fucking win. 662 SPY calls. This trade, I took a trade on calls first, and then a couple minutes after, G-Roar was in full alignment with it, and then he decided to take calls and he did a different strike. Both of our trades printed like fucking insane, and we both added to the fucking winners, man. He doubled his, I fucking quintupled mine, and we fucking killed it. These calls went from 57 cents, they were bought at the exact lows, and sold above 80 cents on that. And then SPX 6225 puts 100 cents to 450. In terms of my fucking trades, I went 2 for 4. The 50% win rate does not matter. What matters is that the first 2 trades were wins, so you're green enough to walk away. And I added to the wins, which makes the wins a lot bigger, which means, again, the win rate doesn't matter as much because the wins are so much fucking bigger, not just percentage-wise, but because I also added to the fucking winners. If you go to, you're going to see right here, these are the first trades that I overall made, man. This was the first trade I made on the day where literally I bought these SPY calls, man. These fucking SPY calls right here. Where was it? 650, let's see, 659 calls at 158 cents. Yeah, I bought these 659 calls at 158 cents. And then I added at 137 cents, and then I added at 151 cents, doubling the size, tripling the position size, added at 166 cents once it started to go green, quadrupling it. And then I quintupled it. I did a 5x ad at 2:39 p.m. Profit target was 661, which was the exact peak of the SPY before it sold off again. Sold that at the exact fucking peak for 224 cents. And then G-Roar called out his a couple minutes after mine. He did a different strike, and that strike went up a little bit more than mine. He went a bit further out. His was like 100%. Mine was like whatever the fuck, like 40%, 50%. but I quintupled mine. We fucking killed this, man. Today was fucking amazing. We fucking absolutely crushed it. Then I did a trade on puts after that, and it was timed perfectly, and the puts went up 50% in fucking 5 minutes, man. And then after that, like I said, it was 2 L's, but it doesn't matter because we already had 6 fucking wins, and we added to a couple of the wins, which made the gains so fucking massive, man. It's like, dude, if your wins are bigger percentage wise and you add to the wins, the L's don't even matter. You could be profitable as fuck with a win rate as low as 30 fucking percent. So, anyways, with that being said, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna look to buy these puts at the previous closing price. So previous closing fucking price right here, 664. This is our key level for puts. Breakdown and retest right here. So let's draw out all the breakdown retest because all the breakdown retest levels have been working phenomenal these past couple days, and the market's already selling off here. So this right here, this is a special one. This is a special one. Um, this is the absolute lowest. Got to be careful with that one. 658, got to be careful with that one. So, this is going to be our zone for put options right here. If the market's reacting bearish at one of these levels, we're going to be buying puts. This is our put zone, right? Best levels up here. But what can make something better than a best level? Best confirmation. If we're getting an amazing confirmation in between the zone, towards the lower part of the zone, then yes, I'll be taking puts. One thing to note in terms of strategy is this is a gap close reversal at 660.64. There's going to be a gap to fill above, right? So if the SPY spikes back towards that level, it's going to be a breakdown and retest level overbought. It's also going to be a gap close reversal level for puts. And then these are our lower breakdown and retest levels towards 659 to 658. I would really not want to go lower than that on puts, especially in terms of preparing you guys with the overall game plan. So since the SPY is gapping down and since the pattern is signaling that we can have a massive drop as the micro trend, if you look at the micro trend, it's obviously flipped bearish. And even on a bearish trend day, the game plan for calls worked out because as you can see, like I said, the previous closing price, 665, was the best level for calls. There was a green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation for calls. And then after that green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmation, if you would have bought calls, you would have been profit stopped out for a nice 30-minute scalp, making at least 40 to 50% on those call options before the market had a massive sell-off. And then we also bought calls at the exact lows, not just that trade, but we bought calls at the exact fucking lows. Like I showed you, my first trade on the day that I alerted, I bought these calls at the exact fucking lows. This was at 2:18 p.m. and a couple minutes after that, G-Roar got in on this. G-Roar said he observed the chat and he noticed that there was a lot of degenerates who were all saying that calls aren't going to work. It's going to be puts, but no one was calling to play on puts. And we've observed the situation and we said, dude, this is going to be an easy fucking play on calls. And the smart motherfuckers took the calls. And then the people who were saying puts, they didn't even take puts. They were just on the fucking sidelines. They were literally saying like, dude, I'm already green enough to walk away. I'm not even going to make another trade. And we're over here buying fucking calls, winning and making more fucking profit. Losing is a personal choice, man. I mean, as long as you're green enough to walk away, that's good. But you could keep on winning non-fucking stop. Just you got to manage the risk accordingly. If you can't take another trade because there's not enough profit or the account's too small, then you got to call it. But they're the cheapest lowest risk contracts in the game. So basically, the market's experiencing in October 10th right now. That's literally exactly what's happening, man. If you just look at this pattern right here, this, rectangular box and this rectangular box, we cracked that support. We cracked that support, that's 659. And then this was the support in this situation, 667. And now it's just getting fucking flushed. So I explained to you the best levels for puts, right? Another way to milk this, you can just buy a put into a red bearish 30-minute and then you just sell. And then eventually the trend's going to try to flip or bounce. And once the 30-minute chart goes green, it could potentially have a short-term reversal, but the trend is still considered bearish right now, right? But one way to milk a trend like this, when we're just free fucking falling after a support crack, you can literally just try to buy puts and go short on a red bearish 30-minute. And then you just keep on holding the puts and set the profit stops and move the profit stops up higher. Now, I personally wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's the best way to be trading. That's just more following the overall 30-minute candles in a certain rare situation where it's likely going to keep on flushing, which is what market's signaling. But you need to be extremely cautious and careful on calls. For puts, I encourage this zone. Obviously, since SPY's just getting wrecked, you could try to go short. And if it just keeps on getting fucking flushed, you're good. I mean, think about it. Like if there's this many red 30-minute candles, if you decided to short the market, do you really think that next 30-minute candle is going to flip green and the market's going to reverse? Like, do people have that bad shit luck of fucking trading? If it's just nonstop fucking red, at some point, if you just got in and went short, do you really think that's going to be the exact moment the market rebounds and reverses and goes against you? I mean, in that particular situation, if that's the case, would not recommend doing that. If, whenever you trade, it does that. But right now, that's what it's just looking like. It's just massive flush. Bears are obviously fucking winning this right now. But we need to get into this. This is what we need to get into. This is what we need to get into. So, what are the levels for reversals? What are the levels for reversals? What are the levels for calls? Right? What we're going to do is we're going to go back to let's see here. We're going to go further back. So going to zoom this out here, go a little bit further back to get a better understanding of the macro levels. Yeah, this is wow. These are some crazy fucking levels here, man. This is going to be the wild zone to fucking watch heading into tomorrow. Oh my gosh, sitting out right fucking now. Jeez, man. This is fucking, these three levels right here are fucking crazy, but the two lower ones, oh my fucking gosh, like this is the call territory right here. So very interesting. We have a very strong support level right here that formed during extended hours where the SPY went from 652 all the way to 658 fairly quickly. Within just 30 minutes, it spiked 2.5 points. So I would say our first main level for calls, and obviously right now we're testing like a major support level, but I would say it's not the most special support level. And the reason why that is, it already tested right here, right? Which was the level where I actually told you to buy calls, and we fucking killed it on that on this day, October 14th. But we already, I also said you could swing trade calls from that level, and then the market literally went from 650 to fucking 670. But anyways, man, this shit already played out, so it's not special. Like I said, what the market's experiencing right now is these breakdowns and retests, these lower fucking highs, and it's experiencing on October 10th right now, right? So in order to get on a trend reversal, you need the best levels and you need some consolidation. Ideally, in this situation, you would want 60 minutes to 90 minutes of consolidation. Something like this. This is what I would recommend in terms of this trend reversal play. Look for about an hour of consolidation, like a red-green like this, and then look for a 30-minute breakout. You see how 30 minutes after that consolidation, after this resting period, you see how it breaks out, pushes higher, and then you see how it closes and it forms higher support above that previous resistance right here. That's what you look for, and then you start buying into that break and retest. So I would encourage people to wait for about an hour of support, and then if you're seeing higher support forming, you're seeing the green bullish 30-minute candlestick confirmations coming in, then I would buy calls at one of the levels. So in terms of that overall strategy with the confirmation, instead of just blindly catching a falling knife, use that confirmation I just showed you. Also, go back throughout the 30-day, 30-minute chart and study all of the confirmations when the SPY bottomed after a massive sell-off. But in terms of our overall levels, one of the best levels is going to be that 600, well, not the best. A very good level where it's going to try to bounce first, but I'd say it lacks a strong trend reversal. It's more of just a get in, get out scalp, right? For like 2 points. 652. I would say that's one of the main levels that I'm interested in terms of the scalp. These levels are a tad bit high. We're going to need best confirmations for these. But 652 is a rare level that hasn't been tested during the normal trading hour session. It kept on bouncing and bouncing right here. Bounce right here at 654, bounce right here at 652. That was all during extended hours. If it hits during normal trading hours, it's going to try to react bullish. So during normal trading hours, if these levels are reacting bullish, this is going to be the call zone. Again, it has to react bullish, break and retest, look for the best confirmations. Do not blindly buy into a falling knife, especially since the market's currently experiencing an October 10th with these breakdowns and retests and lower highs. So this is going to be the first call zone. In terms of this call zone, 652 is really the only special level in this call zone. Now, this can obviously drop a lot lower. So let's get into the true best level for calls. 652 is rare, but it's not a level where I would say it can have a massive trend reversal unless, the SPY has proved it's held its support, the confirmation's there, it starts to break out and retest, pushes above 653, then I could see something like that. But the true best levels, I would say, are going to be the following. So let's go a little bit further back. Let's see. So we got a lot going on right here. Let's take a look at what this is going to be. So okay, this is going to be very, very key. Let's take a look at this. Got some break and retest right here. Some strong, yeah, okay. So yeah, this zone right here, right around this zone, especially this level, right? And this, oh my gosh, this is like the ultra rare. Wow, that's fucking phenomenal. This is an auto. Oh my fucking gosh, love that. So look, we got some gap close reversals. We got the break and read. So this is, wow, that's fucking beautiful. This right, man, love that 646. So these are going to be the true best levels. This is going to be the lower zone, right? Now let's go to the micro and give that a clean update right here. So we had some break and retest right here, which was at 648 and 650. Okay, so this is going to be our lower oversold zone. And this is more, you could think of this as more as the falling knife territory. The falling knife territory, where if you were to blindly buy calls, it starts at 652 and below. The true best levels, realistically, are going to be right here, 650 to 646. So I would say 646, just auto buy calls. 646, I would say, is an auto buy. I would feel very comfortable as well automatically getting in 648, right around 648 to 650. I would say those are all auto buy levels. Obviously 646 is going to be the most oversold one, but this right here, this is a very strong zone, man. 648 to 650. Those are going to be your best levels. 648 to 650. If market fucking dropped to 646, man, that's rare. That's very fucking rare, and I'd just be in on that. I would just blindly buy calls, set a profit stop, and close out the trade fucking green to get profit stopped out. And I would just keep on moving the profit stop up higher. I'm telling you, I don't see how anyone could be fucking red if they just bought fucking calls at 646, or even I would say like 648. It's just those are such good fucking levels where I'm telling you, you'd have to be an absolute degenerate. Put it this way, if you buy puts in between 648 to 646, there's going to be more upside potential on fucking calls, and the calls are going to print fucking regardless, even if the trend remained bearish. It's like, you don't want to miss out on that idea. So I'm telling you, man, keep your eyes peeled on 650 with the best confirmations. But in terms of just automatically getting in, 649, 648, oh my, 646, boom, fucking done. It's done. Deal's fucking done. Case closed. Unlimited fucking profit. So that's the game plan. That is the game plan, right? In terms of your overall price ladder heading into tomorrow. Man, let me see. Should we go a little bit further back? What's below fucking 646? Okay, so wow. Okay, this will be another one. Fucking 643, man. It's fucking, the market's so fucking volatile. We're going a little further back because this fucking volatility is gonna be fucking insane. If you don't trade tomorrow, you are fucking up. You really are, man. Because stocks are gonna have their zero dates and they're gonna reflect this volatility. Tomorrow we're gonna be trading stocks too. We trade zero dates Thursdays and Fridays. That's when they get cheap as fuck on expirations, right? And then there's zero dates on Fridays for a lot of them. That's when you're going to see us trading in stocks, later into the end of the week. But we're also going to be trading SPY because that's the proven system that works on limited fucking times. And SPY has zero dates every single fucking day. And it just prints and it works every fucking time. Dude, every single day this week, we started our day off with massive wins. That's why I'm trying to explain, like, there's many reasons why when we have a loss, it doesn't matter. One of the reasons is the first trades are typically wins. So it's impossible to go green to red unless you're fucking degenerate. If you go green to red, leave the group, cancel, get the fuck out of the group. We're not looking for fucking degenerates. We're looking for serious traders who, when they're green and they start their day green, they either walk away or they choose to keep on trading, but they manage their risk. The most you risk is 25 to 50% of your, profits. And if you hit that, then you got to stop trading. You have to force yourself to stop trading if you didn't walk away, because you can't risk going green to red. You already won on the fucking day. So, anyways, that's the game plan. This is another automated buy level. Let's see, how much did this went from fucking 670 to how many fucking points? 654, about 16-point drop. Okay, so yeah, I really don't feel the need to go below 643. I'm just going to take a quick look at this. But in terms of measured overall move, okay, so this would be not, okay, look. Oh, okay, man. Oh, fuck. Okay, look, let's just put it this way. We don't full port, but if we were to full port, if I were to do it, right? I'm not gonna do it because I'm not a degenerate. That's just not my trading style anymore. But if I were to fucking do it, it's like at this point in time, with everything we've done and accomplished and the amount of money we made, there's no reason to fucking full port anymore. It's like, dude, put it this way though. If I had to full port, this would be my full port. If the market fucking dropped to 600, if it went below 642, oh my fucking gosh, this 641, man, I'm telling you, when the market, look, man, let's just put it this way. I'm going to give you levels, right? You can't lose at these levels, no matter what. So look, just buy calls here. Just fucking buy calls right here. Buy calls right here, whenever the fuck happens, and the market's going to fucking rip. Doesn't matter if it keeps on dropping. Doesn't matter if calls only, if SPY only spiked 2 points and then it drops another 10. Doesn't matter, because you're green, you set the profit stops. Look, fucking guaranteed. 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 Bounce at 641. It's gonna bounce at 641 first. You don't believe me? Fucking buy a put. You're gonna get squeezed a fuck ton. And obviously you can hold the put. And if SPY drops lower and your puts go deep in the money, yeah, you'll still fucking bank if the trend remains bearish. But like I said, it doesn't fucking matter. We have a winning formula. Even if we trade against the overall trend, we're still gonna fucking win. So you buy calls right here automatically. All you have to do is be a smart, competent person, create the fucking alert, and then you click at or fucking below 642, and then when this alert goes off, the same way how our alerts go off, you buy fucking calls. If you can do that, you're going to be green. And then if you're green before you join Team Roar, that means you already made back the cost to Team Roar before you join Team Roar by listening to what the fuck I'm saying. And then if you join Team Roar, you're going to take that profit, and then you're going to multiply it even more and more and more. And then you'll be so fucking green, you're going to need tax write-offs. And then you'll think, man, what's something I could write off on my taxes? And then you'll think of Team Roar, because it's a monthly recurring subscription. You can write that off on your taxes. It's unlimited fucking winning, man. So automatically buy calls here whenever the fuck it happens, based off the measured move. If this is another Friday, this would be the exact lows. Excuse me, not another Friday. If this is another, what was it, October 10th, whatever the fuck, where SPY fucking went from like 670 to 654, whatever the fuck, based off the measured move, I don't see the market going lower than fucking 641. That is like, dude, look at this. This is a break and retest fucking instant fucking rocket. That is fuck you money on fucking calls. Like, dude, if people are losing money or if they're just shit, they just need to be trading at the absolute best levels. That's one of the answers. One of the answers is just wait for the absolute best, rarest trades and trade them as soon as the level fucking hits. Like, literally the automated levels. It's not going to get better than this, but use confirmations too. But, dude, I would just blindly buy calls right fucking here. It's gonna fucking work. You can go back and watch this video and you'll see whenever it hits 641, you'll see it bounced. Even if it only went to 642. If we bought at 641, it spiked $1. We still made profit on calls, right? Obviously, it's supposed to spike a fuck ton higher, but it doesn't fucking matter. We set profit stops and we move the profit stops up higher. When the profit stop hits, we get profit stopped out, and you can leave some runners detached from your profit stops. The point is, you have to be an absolute degenerate to not only buy calls here and miss out on this play, to not buy calls here and miss out on this play, but you also have to be even a bigger fucking degenerate to buy puts here. You know, buy puts here and lose all your money. It's your choice. You can sit out on the best opportunity in the market. You can buy calls right here, or you can be a fucking degenerate and buy puts. It's your fucking choice, man. It's your guys' money. If you don't want to print, if you want to lose your money, go ahead. Throw it all away. You don't want to join Team Roar. You don't want to be inside a Team Roar fucking ever print non-fucking stuff. That's your life. It's your choice, dude. We choose steak every time. Unlimited fucking steak. Unlimited fucking lobster. The ramen days are over. There's no fucking reason for ramen anymore. What are we gonna do with the fucking ramen? It's steak and fucking lobster. What the fuck are we gonna do with ramen? Come on, man. This ain't fucking Robin Hood. Like, wake the fuck up, man. This is Team fucking Roar. This is unlimited fucking wins and unlimited fucking printing. So, Those are the absolute best competent levels. Those are the best game plans you can use in the fucking market. And I'm telling you, you're gonna see how fucking amazing this works. So again, this zone qualifies for break and retest levels. So if the market reacts bearish and goes below the zone, and then it reacts bullish at the zone, we buy calls at the higher zone. If the market reacts bearish and then it reacts bullish here, we buy calls at the lower fucking zone. If the market hits the automated buy levels, so I would say 2 automated buy levels are going to be below 649, 648 zone, break and retest, massive level where, look, put it this way. Whenever the fuck it hits, we are going to bounce at 640 fucking 8 and 640 fucking 1 without a fucking doubt. Both of those levels will bounce fucking first. And 652 is another level. It's the higher one where you need to keep your fucking eyes on. But for that one, I would encourage confirmation. So that's your overall ladder heading into tomorrow. 641, 648, 641, 646. That's another level I would consider buy the dip. Look, you could buy the dip at all these fucking levels you should print each time. 641 is the best level. 646 is phenomenal. 648 is phenomenal. 652 is a good level, but I would encourage confirmation. And then our absolute highest zone where we need confirmation is above 652 to 653 mid, right? These are all levels where a bounce can occur and a reversal can occur as well. So keep your fucking eyes on that, man. You got to be extremely careful and cautious with fucking puts. You know, if the market reacts bearish here, obviously in terms of the ladder, it goes down to the next ladder. If the market reacts bearish here, it goes down to the next ladder. And you could try puts at those oversold levels if the best bearish confirmations are there, right? I don't really encourage that. I would just more encourage waiting for, you know, to buy calls at the oversold levels and then waiting for puts at the overbought levels, but then also confirmation and not blindly getting in unless it's an automated level. But obviously in terms of automation on puts, I would say 660. 660, I would say that's an automated level to just buy puts, right? So this is our put zone. This is like our make or break zone where the market will try to bounce first at 652. It's a rare level. So it could even be considered an auto buy level, but you got to be a little bit careful on that because we can go lower. 648 is an automated level. 646 is an automated level. 641, that's the absolute best fucking automated level below 642, right? But these are all realistic levels where we can have some bounces, and this buy could also drop more. But the point being is when it decides to recover and have that bounce, we're looking for puts in between. This is your best range for puts, 658 to 661, right? So I explained to you my recommendations with the levels. My recommendations would be instead of just trading the price ladder for what it is, if you find success in doing that, right, I gave you the levels. So what that means is if there's a support level at 646 and it reacts bearish and you see a bearish confirmation, then you buy puts and you ride it down to 641, right? That's what that means. By all means, if you do well trading the price ladder, you can do that. And I told you the ladder is 641, 646, 648, 652, 654, and 660. That's going to be our main ladder for tomorrow. Another bonus level. If this fucking went to fucking 666, I'd be all in on fucking puts. I keep an eye on 662 as well. Those are nice levels as well. More nice levels for puts as well, just to give you a more updated ladder. Keep your eyes on this. But man, if it fucking rocketed up to fucking here, oh my fucking gosh, all over that fucking one. But look, man, just understand if the ladder reacts bullish, you have a breakout, you have a retest, higher support, bullish confirmations, it goes up to the next ladder. If the ladder reacts bearish, breakdown, retest, cracks support, reacts bearish, lower highs, then it drops down to the next level, right? You can trade the ladder with how you trade, and you could do very well. These are the best levels, and these are the best. This is the best ladder you're ever gonna find. You decide how you want to trade the ladder. I use the 30-minute chart. I use the confirmations, right? But what I'm telling you is, it's not just that basic and simple. I get very surgical and I dissect it, and I'm telling you what I believe in terms of the best way to use this ladder, especially if you're more beginner. Look for puts towards 658 to 660. The higher, the better with a bearish confirmation, right? So if we want to do puts at 660 and there's no confirmation and it goes to 662 and there's confirmation, that's better, right? I would focus on puts at this zone. I would be aware that the market can This can drop to as low as 640 fucking 1. Again, this is just speaking for in terms of a nightly update. By the fucking morning, a lot of shit is going to change, and we're going to know what the fuck's going to happen as the chart develops more. We know more. It's easier to trade and it's easier to win when you know more. The way you know more is by waiting for news to play out, is by waiting for candlesticks to form, right? This is a nightly update. But the 658 mid to 660 puts. 662 puts. 666 puts. That's what I would recommend, right? For overall puts. Now, I want you to think of this as a make or break zone where a big move is going to happen. So SPY's going to try to bounce first, like it's attempting to do right now at 652. But what's going to matter more is the normal trading hour session. So if it reacts bullish at 652, you could try a scalp on calls. If it reacts bearish at 652, you can try a scalp on puts. So these aren't the best levels. They're considered very, very good levels. I mean, it could end up being one of the best levels, right? Just because something's not the best level or the most overbought or most oversold, it could end up being one of the best levels and that in the exact lows or the exact peak. It's possible, right? But if you want to challenge yourself more, trade at more of a make or break zone where a big move's going to happen, I would really encourage that level to be 652. If it reacts bearish, do the puts. If it reacts bullish, do the calls. Just understand, regardless, the market could drop a lot more, but it can also bounce first at that overall level. And if it bounces first at that overall level, it could fill the gap. Then it reverses at the gap at 660. Then it sells off and flushes hard, right? Keep all that in mind. Highly recommend trading at that level. Give it some time to react and confirm for a break and retest for calls to fill the gap at 660, or a breakdown and retest for puts to drop back down to the next break and retest level. This is another level where I highly recommend trading at 648. It's going to try to bounce first. You can consider it calls at that level, right? Now, next level below that, highly recommend it, is going to be our 646. Look to buy calls there, right? Next level below that, if the market reacts bearish, you can attempt a quick put. Really wouldn't... Just look for the play on calls first on that one. That's a fucking phenomenal level for fucking calls. Gap, close, reversal, break, and retest. Most of these levels haven't been tested or normal trading hours. Look, if you go back and you study the SPY, every single oversold support level that was formed during the extended hours trading session, whether that was during the pre-market or after hours, has bounced first during normal trading hours. That's why I'm telling you 652, 648, 646, and 641 are going to be the absolute best levels to be dip buying calls heading into tomorrow, where the market will attempt to bounce first, right? Doesn't guarantee us a trend reversal. You know, doesn't mean SPY's gonna have this 10-point fucking spike and bullish recovery. But what it does means, if we buy those fucking calls with proper confirmations or at the best automated levels, it's gonna fucking rip the vast majority of the time, and we're gonna sell for massive fucking profits, dude. These contracts decay as time goes on. They get cheaper. If it's at the best fucking level and it rips 2 fucking points at the speed of light, and you bought 2 points out of the fucking money, you print like fucking crazy within the span of 30 fucking minutes. You just made 150, 200% plus, add to the winners, double the gains, boom, boom, boom. And then the market literally flushes 4, 6, 8 more points, whatever the fuck. But since you timed the scalp perfectly and it had such a massive spike in such a short period of time, and the contracts were cheap, low risk, and decayed because the overall trend was bearish, you're gonna fucking print. You're gonna fucking print, but you have to know the level to get in, where you just get the fuck in, or where you use a confirmation at, where it's gonna have that big quick spike, even if it were against the overall trend. Sometimes it's against the overall trend and it keeps on going lower, but it bounces first and it's still fucking W. And then sometimes that's where the trend exactly bottoms. And we do use confirmations and strategies where we can determine in advance where if that's gonna be the exact bottom. I will say there is a little bit, you know, same way how I said yesterday, there's not a clear signal if it's going to close bearish or bullish yet. Same thing heading into tomorrow, man. There's a lot of uncertainty. One thing that is certain, the moves are going to be fucking massive. And on a day, this is the quickest tell to tell if you're a shit trader and you don't know what the fuck you're doing. If you're losing money on the most volatile fucking days, you have no business trading, dude. Everyone should be green on the most volatile days, dude. They're the most absolute volatile days. Big volatile days like this, what does that mean? That means the biggest gains fucking ever, dude. How could someone be red on the biggest gains ever? If you bought a call here and you bought a put here, one of the fucking trades is going to go up 500, 1,000% plus. How the fuck can someone be red on a massive volatile day? Those are literally the most easiest fucking days to make money. That's the quickest tell if you're shit at fucking trading. If you're going fucking red on the massive volatile days, they're the easiest days to make money, man. In the candlesticks, just 30-minute red, 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 no reason for fucking calls. Red, green, red, fucking sells off. It's like, dude, these are the easiest days to make money. I'm telling you, you need to join this group right fucking now. We are going to print like fucking crazy heading into tomorrow. Every single day this fucking week, we've been green as fuck. We're gonna close out the week strong as fuck. Fridays are known for being our best days, and they're very fucking personal, man. Fucking weekends, we want to trade 24 fucking 7 days a fucking week. But the options trade market is only from 9:30 to 4 p.m. That makes it personal as well, because people work 9 to 5s during that time, which is our prime time to fucking print from Monday to Friday. But we don't like being part of that 9 to 5 ecosystem. We want the market open Saturday and fucking Sundays, man. The fuck? So anyways, y'all motherfuckers need to join this group and make a fuck ton of money tomorrow. That's what you need to fucking do. You do that, you're gonna print like fucking insane tomorrow. I'm telling you, it's gonna be fucking wild. It's gonna be absolutely fucking insane, man. We have stock plays lined up. I'm not gonna be disclosing the stock plays. One play that is on my radar is Webull. That's getting more cheaper, more oversold. But keep an eye on that. But anyways, man, that's the game plan. Use the ladder, trade your way at the ladder, and then listen to what the fuck I said with the ladder. I gave you all the levels to the ladder, but I made it very clear. I was surgical. I dissected. I explained to you the best things to do at certain levels. If I left a level out where I wasn't interested in doing anything, then I'm basically telling you to just sit on the sidelines. Obviously, unless we get the best confirmation, but big brackets as well. 646 to 641 is a big bracket. That's a 5-point bracket, right? It's not the best level for puts at 646, but if it reacted bearish, it could drop 5 fucking points. Massive fucking bracket. So I would also encourage you to focus, in terms of the ladder, to focus on wide ranged brackets, big brackets, not small 1, 2, 3-point brackets, 5-point brackets, massive fucking brackets. But look, man, you need to get the fucking side of Team North, because I'm telling you, tomorrow's gonna be a day where history's fucking made, man. I'm telling you, we're gonna have a massive fucking print. It's gonna be fucking crazy. It's gonna be unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing, man. So you need to join the group. It's the first thing down below within the description. You're gonna see it's unlimited fucking winning and it's unlimited fucking printing, non-fucking stop, man. So you know, go back to the patterns that I showed you when you're trading tomorrow. Use that as a reflection to trade heading tomorrow at the overall ladder. And I encourage you to use the surgical dissected part of the overall ladder. That's the best thing you could do heading to fucking tomorrow, man. I'm telling you, we're going to get crazy fucking results, man. What's going to happen tomorrow is we're going to win fucking massively. And then I don't even remember the last time I posted a video on Friday. Dude, the last time I posted a video on Friday, it's been over a year. I just stopped posting on fucking Fridays, man. Literally, my plan heading to tomorrow is to make a fuck ton of money and then just go straight into the portal. That's the fucking plan, man. The portal, it's going to be open all fucking day, but I'm just going to full fucking send straight into the fucking portal as soon as the market's closed. It's going to be one of those situations, you know, sometimes when the market's closed, people take a little break, they unwind, you know, they relax. In terms of tomorrow's situation, with the amount of fucking money we're about to fucking print and also this portal that I've been in, it's just going to be a straight fucking portal. There's going to be no rest. It's just going to be a full fucking send the whole fucking weekend. It's going to be unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing, man. Look, we're making history tomorrow. You need to join this group. If you don't join this group tomorrow, you done fucked up. You really did, man. We've been green every single week. We've been green every single day this week. All the trades were starting out the wins each day. And I'm telling you, we're gonna fucking print. We have our absolute best days on the most volatile days. Look, the volatility's here. We're gonna fucking kill it. These are the easiest days to make money. You can literally be shit and hedge and have a win rate 30%, 50%. We're still gonna be green as fuck no matter fucking what. Obviously, we're going to start our days off with massive fucking W's where everyone's already green enough to walk away. Our group's the easiest way to make money, dude. It's the easiest fucking way to fucking print. People say, oh, trading groups, signal groups don't print. I'm like, dude, this isn't a single group. This is a fucking zero-day options trade alert system. This is an advanced system. Anyone who says you can't make money on trade alerts, they haven't tried our alerts. There's a fuck ton of members making fucking thousands of dollars. Some members making fucking 5 figures every single fucking week with our fucking alerts. You know, most of the people who say you can't make money with alerts, most of them, they don't have any fucking alerts. Ain't that some fucking shit? There's a fuck ton of people saying, oh, you can't make money on signals. And then you look at their group and their community and it's just trade ideas. It's just information. It's just education. It's just research. It's just live streams. It's like, where's the fucking trades? Where's the real-time logs? Where's the real-time track record? I'm sitting there saying, dude, they haven't tried our fucking signals. They haven't tried our real-time zero-day options trading alert system. This is far more advanced than a signal. This is the entry. These are the quotes moving. And then we tell you where to add, where to set the profit stops. And then since we're telling you where to set the profit stops, in that situation, we don't even have to tell you when we exited because you get profit stopped out automatically, man. And if we don't say set the profit stops, you can, we'll say where we sold in that particular situation, mass majority of the time. In this situation, sold. Boom, massive fucking win. It's a massive fucking trade. Fucking 44 cents to fucking 130. Look, man, we are going straight into this fucking weekend through a fucking portal. It's going to be unlimited fucking winning, unlimited fucking printing, man. So I'm telling you this portal right now, it's open. It's open up right fucking now. If you want to go into this fucking weekend green as fuck, you need to fucking leap through this fucking portal, click the first link in the description, and you need to join our fucking group so you fucking print like fucking crazy and live it the fuck up on the fucking weekend, man. The fuck? If they're gonna close the fucking markets on the fucking weekend, then of course we need to use some of that fucking money to fucking live it the fuck up. The fuck? It's unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking printing, non-fucking stop. I'm telling you, you join our group tomorrow, you're gonna shake our hands, and you're gonna be like, dude, why the fuck didn't I do this earlier? You're gonna see, man. I'm telling you, our fucking group's real as fuck. People's egos are gonna get fucking broken. People are gonna be like, dude, what the fuck? These guys are on a level so fucking high. They're gonna feel like 10 years fucking high. They're gonna look at our trading style. They're gonna be like, dude, I've never seen anything like this. How the fuck is this even real? How the fuck is this even possible? How the fuck are they doing this every single day? How can someone be that consistent, that profitable, that green every single fucking day? People can use the levels, use the game plans, use the curriculum and be profitable and get results. Use the price ladders, trade on their own, be self-sufficient. I just don't see how they're going to outperform us. We've been doing this for over a fucking decade. We put in all the work to fucking accomplish this shit, and it's unlimited fucking win, unlimited fucking printing. Our group ramps for new all-time fucking highs every single fucking week, and nobody fucking leaves. It's the lowest fucking churn rate and the highest fucking retention rate. Everybody fucking stays, man. It's unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing. I'm telling you, it's in full fucking alignment. You are going to see, heading into tomorrow, we are going to fucking print non-fucking stop. We are going to close out this week so fucking strong within the green. You're going to question like, dude, why is there even a video? Did they like I'm telling people that we get that all the time. People are like, dude, why do you even make videos at this point? I'm like, dude, it's part of the winning formula. Part of our formula is to print 24/7. The market's not open 24/7, so if you post a video, making people money with the video, and then they join a group, it's unlimited passive income. And then when they join the group, they don't leave the group because it's a monthly recurring subscription, and they don't cancel it because we consistently make the money every single fucking week. And then they reset their accounts every single week, and they do it all over again. And nobody fucking leaves. There's no reason to leave. How could someone flip red if a trade goes up 50%? You didn't set a profit stop? You didn't sell for a win? Like, dude, it's unlimited fucking winning. We sold those calls at the exact fucking peak. Fucking nobody gets comments like that. Nobody gets comments like that on the fucking planet. Name another trader who gets fucking comments like that. We are literally, dude, I'm doing everything I fucking can to get people to fucking print. Like, I'm doing everything I absolutely can where there's no fucking excuse. There's absolutely no fucking excuse or no fucking reason to not join our group. You should be green if you're not in the group, and then you should use those fucking profits to join our group. Every time you take a trade in our group, you can make back more than the cost of the monthly subscription with just one contract. We had a member yesterday who bought an SPX put contract. I think it was puts. Yeah, SPX put contract. He made a 2,400% return. He turned $170 into $2,400. He could stay here the next fucking year, over a fucking 15 fucking months with one contract. This is the highest risk to reward ratio you will ever fucking see. And these are the most lucrative fucking trades you will ever fucking find. There is not a single fucking person on this fucking planet who prints as much as we do. You will not find a better zero-date options trader or zero-date options trader system on this fucking planet. I can assure you, we are the absolute best. You can expect nothing less than the fucking best. You have to give it time. You have to observe the program. You have to listen and follow the overall system. And you come in here and you're going to get fucking results. And you're going to fucking print, dude. I see the same member every single day. He's making thousands of dollars, sometimes 10 fucking K on the day. The guy prints non-fucking stop. See another member, he makes like $2,000, $3,000 a day. It's non-stop fucking winning, man. It's unlimited fucking winning and unlimited fucking printing. So it's the first link down below in the description. If you would like to join and trade alongside us, I can encourage you. This is going to be the absolute easiest day to print. When the market is volatile like this, it's very hard to lose money. You can literally just hedge and still be fucking right, man. Look, it's the first thing down below.
within the description, you're gonna absolutely fucking crush it. I'm telling you, Fridays are our absolute best days. We never post on Fridays because one of the reasons is, first of all, we're going through portals on the weekend. That's one of the reasons I do. We finish being so fucking green. Like, nobody likes feeling rusty or taking a couple days off when they love what they do and they're good at it. The way to be the best, do it every single day. Everybody's performance is going to be our best closing out fucking week of 2025 and fucking crush it. So